Hi, I'm Professional Disappointment Shrewboy313, and welcome back to Dragon Quest Monsters Joker 2. In the last episode, we beat rank A of Don Mole's Monster Scout Challenge, and when the map opens, opened the way to the Bemusoleum, in addition to exploring a little bit of it, only to realise that maybe I went the wrong way first. So this episode, I'm gonna start off honestly, but I'm just gonna zip my way there. I'm gonna zip my way, why walk around and spend maybe a minute when I could zip there in like 10 seconds. Yeah, so this episode, I think... Ooh, oh look, there's golems as well, nice. I don't know why I'm commenting, so I'm just so enthusiastic about a golem. Wow, I just love it so much. Right, yeah, since I went to the right and reached a dead end, I realise it does look like you can walk through if you look at the minimap, but you can't. There was an impassable gap. Part of me thinks I might be able to actually... You know what, let's... Nope, actually, let's... Sorry, I know that timed really well with the alarm turning on. I'm gonna work clockwise from this bottom left one. To me, that makes sense. Oh, Lord, right, okay. Hey, look, there's a new metal monster, the liquid metal slime. They are basically the next step up from the metal slime. Like, it started off metal, then became metal, and now it's liquid metal. The liquid metal slime, I want to say... I don't know how much health they've got. In my brain they had like 10. I don't know why that was the number that my brain came up with. But like, I've fought liquid metal slimes before, they have more than 10 HP. And they give you like 10,000 experience. So I mean, if you get lucky enough to... I just bit my tongue. If you get lucky enough to actually, you know, KO one, boy, you're gonna get a lot out of it. Ow. Whenever I play these games for myself, I feel like Hatchet Man literally never hits me. And I've seen it hit me twice in like the last few episodes. I suppose that like a Hatchet Man is a really good skill to have on those monsters that, you know, hit more than once, you know, per attack. Which part of me thinks it'd be alright for a demon at arms to have. But I don't know, would I really want them, like, would I want the demon at arms, like, if I didn't have control over it, potentially wasting its turn trying to use Hatchet Man, when it could just use a normal attack. And that was today's episode of Thoughts with Shrewboyd. Right. I'm just gonna jam medicinal herbs onto, around them, in the vicinity of my monsters. Right, I feel like I'm gonna get caught in this fight. Oh, I'm not. I avoided it. Nice. Right. Now, much like how pretty much every other area minus the arena changes, before I continue the story, I think that's a canny box, but I'm gonna run up to it anyway with that knowledge. Yep, there we go. When it rains in the Bemusoleum, like, I believe this passageway that we're in, like, now, we can't use. Like, we can't go down the ladder because the water floods all of these passageways. Again, I think that's what happens, but I might be lying to you. And just like other areas, it opens up a few other paths that you can't get to when the weather's dry. That was a really cool story, I realise. Now, I will say, I am, like I say in pretty much every other episode, I'm recording this right after the one before it, because I tend to record like 2 videos at once, just because of when I upload, and how timings all work out. And I took a short break between them, and I was just thinking, like, I've only played the first two Dragon Quest Monster Jokers games. Also, I'm just not even acknowledging these boner constrictors. Yeah, I've only played the first two because the third one never made it over to Europe. And I was just thinking, like, it's not a thing that I've ever properly, sat down and thought about. Like, about which out of the two that I prefer. And, like, that was something I was legitimately thinking about. Like, I mean, with this one, I definitely like the fact that there are... Okay! You continue screaming at each other. Like, I definitely like the fact that there are more monsters, in this one. Like, in this game, more choices of what you can use on your team. Like, I think they made battles better. Like, battles are more streamlined. I think this actually just brings you out to where the liquid metal slime is. I'll try and fight it if it's there, if not. Also, it might try and run away. Yeah, like, I definitely like that there's more monsters. I think battles were streamlined in this game and improved upon. But, like, I don't like the map is, like, something that I don't like as much in this one compared to the first one. Like, yes, it was a major pain to, if you wanted to get to this one specific island... like in the first game, it was a pain that you did have to, take a certain route and that you couldn't just, like, go to the map and go there. Like, I understand that, but, like, in this game, like, compared to the first Dragon Quest Monsters Joker, to me, this world doesn't feel as connected as the first one does. Like, it kind of just feels like a bunch of different areas. It ran away, yeah, that's what I thought. It just feels like it's just a bunch of random areas that have been shoved together. And while I do like some of the areas, emphasis on some, I do like some of the areas. Like, they're really nice, like, obviously they're memorable to me, otherwise I wouldn't keep coming back. But, like, it's just that I feel like... Right, there is the blue button there, and I'm just going to say, going off topic, I think it has to be raining to be able to get there. Because if you just look, like, down in the waterway again, there's those two metal stones. When it rains, they rise up. And, like, you can use them as a bridge. And I realised that was a massive tangent, but... yeah, I don't like the world as much. And I don't know, that was the main thing I was thinking about, was like the map and the world. I think generally, like, even though the graphics are largely the same between this one and the first one, although I am sort of putting that down to the fact that they were both on the DS. I don't know. I don't know, that was my ramble. They were my ramblings. You might not have ever wanted to hear them, or needed to hear them, but I've aired them out. There you go. Right. Ooh, that's clever. It can, like... since it attacks twice, it can psych up on one of its turns, and then attack on the other one. Sneaky. Right, so I'm thinking it might actually, since there was nothing for us in this particular area, it might benefit me more to just, like, go back outside and use the zip portal instead of, like, running back through there. Well, I definitely just had a cheeky look as to whether the liquid metal slime respawned. I mean, I guess obviously the thing you want to do with metal monsters like that, metal slimes, is get the advantage attack. Although, since, in my mind, I walked up to that liquid metal slime, like, while it had its its back, in air quotes. I realise it's liquid and probably doesn't have a skeleton, but hey, I thought I got the first strike on it. Which is like why I say I don't really understand how that system works, because it seems to just like... I don't know, it doesn't happen every time, which... I don't know. Like, it seems like when monsters hit me from the back, it is every time. But like when I hit them from the back, it isn't. And sometimes it happens from the side, so I have no idea. Cool, a blue chest / canny box. Oh, it's an actual chest. Ooh, machine parts, nice. Right. So did I accidentally, like, ignore a way to go then? Because, like, these first two that I've gone in, they've just been like... I guess... Ooh, a red chest. Right, hold up. I'm gonna come out and... Oh. So is it the top right one I should have gone into? Because there is straight up nothing here. Right. So, just for the sake of... I think the alarm might be on... Actually... I was going to say for the sake of the alarm being on a timer, because I thought it was. We should have time to run across. Again, it might not be on a timer. I could be making that up. But, I mean, it makes sense to me that it is, / if it is. Right. This is the only other way we can go, so... who knows? Hopefully there's something. I mean, there's 2 Haxoruses. Haxori? I don't know. They're not real, and the... I don't know why I couldn't think of the word plural. Like, the plural has never been spoken out loud in this game, I don't think. Spoken out loud, visualised. Ah, there's a blue button there, okay. So, I was about to say, I'm assuming that opens the blue door. Of course it is, dum-dum. Right, there's gargoyles in here. There's nothing there. Ooh, a blue chest. I'll ignore the way forward for the sake of treasure in a fight. Thank you! Bag of oomph powder, that'll get used at some point. Sure, let's go down this one. Can the gargoyle get us? No, apparently not. Where would we have popped down the middle one? Is that... Oh, it's just there, that's fine. Is that roaming? It is, right, I'll follow it. I'll follow it round then. Wait for it to stop. When you do stealth missions in a game that doesn't have them. Right, there's a way down there. There's a way down there, but... And there was a hole in the ground there, wasn't there? So I'm assuming... You're gonna have to go around, maybe? I don't know, let me... Yeah, there's a hole in the ground over there, so we're gonna have to go, like, down and around some way. Like I say, this bit in the Bemusoleum, I don't know whether I said it before, but I quite often get lost in here. Literally just because I don't know what I'm doing. Right, there's a way out there. There's a chest that isn't a chest. God. At least let me grab these first, please. Have mercy. And you know what, just to kick it in its face, let's fight a rubble slime instead. And the poor canny box didn't even get to fight. Ooh. That's a thing I don't think I've seen before, Perilous Parrier. I mean, ooh, work. To me, that tells me that, like, when they're close to the... Oh my god. My tongue just did not work there. To me, it seems when they are close to death, they have the chance of surviving a fatal blow. And that's what it seemed like. But my tongue did not want me to get those words out. Right, also, the experience is quite the jump up from unsure in here. Also, yes, there are 3 points in Reaper literally just for Helm Splitter. On the off chance I get into a fight where Duran obviously is my healer, but has no healing or buffing that he needs to do. So I figure it would just be a free MP move, or an MP-less move, with the chance to lower physical defense. That was it. Right, we're back here. Back in this first room we initially came into. Right, some more boner constrictors. If I have to fight, I have to fight. It's no big, I can just cut it out. I feel like I've been quite diligent in avoiding fights that I don't need to do. But, to be fair, that does bite me in the butt later, because it just ends up meaning that, like, when I have to grind off screen, I have to do it for longer. Oh, and after all of that, we're hitting the red button, is this? Is there a way up there? Excuse me, with these suction cup feet. Cute. You know, for a killing machine, the suction cup feet are quite funny. Although I do realise that would mean that they would just be able to, like, climb any surface and just pop down. Just, like, whenever they felt like it. Also, I don't know why I'm doing this fight, I can just cut it out. I'll see you in a sec. Ta-da! Ooh, a metal ticket, nice. Also, that is one thing. I realise I haven't actually shown the Metal Menagerie off. Well, actually, I don't think it is called the Metal Menagerie in this game. I don't know what it's called. But I realise I haven't shown it off yet. But I have actually used it multiple times off screen. Like, I had like 5 tickets and used them all up while I was grinding. So I have been in this game, like this playthrough, I mean. Right. But yeah. Right, the red button's pressed, so pressed like a panini. We can zip back outside, I think, in that case. I think the healing pillar won't be charged, because I did use it, didn't I? Yeah, I used it. Right, I pressed the red button, but the red door still seems to be closed, so that's fun, Stacy. Right. See, this is what I mean when I say I get lost and confused. Because to me that seemed right, like the thing we were meant to do. Right, let me just pop back in here. Has it made any difference in here, the red button? I mean, all the lights were red? I'm gonna take a step in. No, it didn't. Okay. Sick voice crack me. Right, so I'm just gonna cut again while I figure out what I'm meant to do. Like, make another cut. Maybe did it open another... No, because I mean the 2 yellow buttons open the yellow door. I'll come back to you, don't worry. So I did something dumb and please don't laugh at me for it. Turns out there were 2 red buttons. And I went back to where the liquid metal slime lives. Ooh, is that a real chest? Yeah, turns out it's not. Turns out I completely ignored just an entire section of this area. An entire section where a button I needed to press lives. Yeah. So your boy's dumb. Like, I'm not gonna hide that fact. Oh, it's time for me to go to bed. I mean, if that's any indication that this episode has almost reached its end point, it's that I need to go to bed. Or take a nap. I need that sweet rest. So apparently, Now, yeah, apparently if we follow this, there's another red button there. For some reason, my dumb brain didn't notice it. Yeah. Don't know why I didn't notice it before. I just ran straight past it. Just went doopy doopy doop. It's fine. Let's go, ladies. So the red door should be open now. And that is a massive should in capital letters, as in I hope it is. Otherwise I'm going to look super dumb. Oh, thank God it's open. Well, with that blow to my confidence, I'm going to go to bed now and end this episode. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.